Members, equally important is the reconstitution of committees. Order Wanjala, reconstitution of committees. 2 weeks ago, I saw in the papers that there is panic as Speaker Weta reconstitutes committees. I want to make it very clear. The Speaker does not constitute any committees. The Speaker has no role in the constitution of committees. It is entirely the duty of the majority and minority leadership, and to hereby direct the majority leader and the minority leader to move in earnest and reconstitute the 18 committees whose life has come to an end with the last session, so that by the time we reopen on 11th, you now get ready to bring the process to House business so that we can process and have new leadership or continued leadership in the committees, taking into account, as you said, performance, regular attendance of committee meetings, and the industry to which you put in those attendances. So you are so directed, majority and minority leaders, and by the time we resume, your work should be done. Of various committees, you know, none of you can be denied a membership of at least 1 or 2 committees. The work is going to be done by your leadership. Please don't visit the Speaker and ask him to put in a committee because he has no such capacity. To your expectations. Honorable members, one ensuring legal issue that we must address in this retreat is the issue regarding the National Government Constituencies Development Fund, NGCDF. You recall that last year, the High Court declared NGCDF Act unconstitutional and held that the fund and all its projects and programs shall cease to operate next year. This matter has certainly far-reaching implications for service delivery to our people. Honorable members, as you are aware, the NGCDF has been instrumental in funding projects that improve education, infrastructure, and community development. As the matter unfolds in the Court of Appeal, we must prepare to engage constructively and explore alternative solutions to ensure that the development at the constituency levels do not stall. This morning, the team has been before the Court of Appeal, and they have made some positive developments in the matter. As you may remember, in the last session as a House, we also grappled with the issue of fake news, which often threaten to misinform the public on various issues touching on our mandate. And speakers before me have touched on this. I'm glad to note that as a House, we ensure that the public was appraised regularly through various fora, including online platforms on our workings as the National Assembly. This has fostered transparency and accountability and boosted public confidence in the work of the House. Despite this, however, the issue of fake news remains a challenge, and moving forward, the House must move towards leveraging on technology to keep the public well informed accurately and correctly. Suffice to say, my heart sank recently, in fact last week, to see even our own members fall into the trap of circulating fake news without verifying the information. You saw last week, there was a lot of fake news circulating online, some from our own members relating to the health of one of our colleagues, and it was quite unfortunate. I want to assure you that the Honorable Malulu Njendi is in hospital and he is recovering steadily. Members, we also have the issue of Iebc, the reconstitution of Iebc. We have lost a lot of time because of being embroiled in court. We do not know whether there will be possibility in delimiting boundaries You know very well that the 290 constituencies are embedded in the Constitution, so no new additional constituencies can be created. The only constituency that may be created is if, due to demographic profiles, Iebc may create new constituencies by hiving off from one to another to create constituencies. But they will not create any additional numbers. So if they get time and do that, it's you as members of parliament to assist them. As your members, we also have the issue of Iebc, the reconstitution of Iebc. We have lost a lot of time because of being embroiled in court. We do not know whether there will be possibility in delimiting boundaries. You know very well that the 290 constituencies are embedded in the Constitution, so no new additional constituencies can be created. The only constituency that may be created is if, due to demographic profiles, Iebc may create new constituencies by hiving off from one to another to create constituencies. But they will not create any additional numbers. So if they get time and do that, it's you as members of parliament to assist them. As you are aware, the president gazetted the selection panel. They were sworn in yesterday. As PSC, we are going to provide them with the secretarial services, and we want them to get on to work urgently so that we get Iebc in place.